Abusha de lumba ni team and as any fans ababontin abekasa. Say for baby, you the blame ebema ye dead lumba. Is and say, baby, you the blame Emma Lumba. They say, no, you superstar. Inti so fan by me, no, that's what no matia. No senka or worry or mono, nenka our any videos, any pictures, a bar bontin. Yes, and so you celebrate to celebrate the OA BB. I say, a ye kuntai. Mammy Akosua Serwaa, and a lumba ira or wa bruchly. Oni lumba ewo mbami ensa ana mami Odo Broni nso ye na ira o Ghana oni lumba ewo insia michirima 6 de ntia lumba fans ababontin se omo bekasa afasa ansem we hu ne se omo se de ntia mami Akosua Serwaa team ebuo for so si mami Odo Broni so ni nyina akoye se mami Akosua Serwaa mbaye miensa ye charge apade na omo benya bi mami Odo Broni so na ye second wife ne mbaye insia ye charge apade na onu so benya bi Nemum Japade no dodo na abekọ ye mami Odo Broni ho ene ne mba ho esan se Odo Broni awu bebre mami Akosua Serwaa nso enwu bebre we eka ho ma team legal wife for aso ese ye mami Odo Broni so we ensem we ana Lumba fans e de tuja ebusha bebre keka ho ba mintimi nka ni nyina me pese obejemre ni akohe video ba ansa na me sraw say so subscribe to my channel na Kasapa Media Ghana me so subscribe e de amame ebusha mensa omren yenko ni nko video no neti nsema Lumba fans for editu dwane bi
enye no nyina ntini nyina yegu asese ai
enye no ntina me wa ha enti lifestyle na ye live no enti wo ka kire
onte ye dia ai tie ni ye menya daje akama tie ni ye de ye nim aye nyina ye study bi aye te ne se ye nim diela wadi kan aware mami bi aye friend Akosua Serwaa one na wo miensa. And at the end, no, yes, I knew say, or Ghana, no, was be far different woman, I from also Presla on in our 6. O free mono, a mammy no naba bontia, a bay hunyai, ewa bontin say, race or worry me, race or worry me. Enti, and no, your lifestyle, dear live, ama yajina baby, yajina says, yeah, what I say?
Yeah, lifestyle, because that Lumba or worry me, you know, into lifestyle now, can I know when?
Oh,
the Lumba as the stance now, worry me, you know.
Ye cocots, worry me, you know, and an irimi, no, or munimu or moha, ye
but the Obiaba also Obisu Nimana.
Ah, none as some no court, no win him. When you say,
some men are court, as some 3 quarter back, and some men are court. Some queer court to the chair. Some men is here, court.
Tea, as some of the Jedorina dia bebre, entiasiano. Ah, as I appeals court, no one tea.
As you are few courts is here.
Oh, and there's a growing update now.
Maybe some you say some court. Now, you also appeal on one say, yes, my Akosua Serwaa appeal. I would know who's here now.
Now, appeal processing, appeal courts, there are some appeal courts.
Obi process at the end with court. Now, don't contradict yourself. Obi wa court are different. Don't try to say processing is different. Economy now is different.
Say yedi asem no wo high court wie ye no a omubu ase omumie no nyina nkoya eremo no maami ne gitu mu a enka ye hu omumie no nyina wo abusuapan ye no ye mal dia no ki hu omumie no nyina wo ase enka omudi asem no wie ye no so no enka ye hu so omumie no nyina akotena ase ama sesei no ajapade no mbecha nkomo acha wie maami na nya ntumu ni enti na wankwa nkotena wanko ye ye na enam so ma lo ya kusisan kofale ya pino enti sa wonti ya akoya research
Masa, una wo so ko research.
Na me nko search for
Masa, okasa me nya time okasa. Enti so when you wadwin so be din koma, you can say it. Na me asem no wa me. Why? Okasa me mute me on. Until you give me the same respect. Why?
How? Maintain your can say.
Me so okasa me mute me ho.
Tamben.
Na me see you.
Obi sa question na me ma umuaye. Mama umuaye wi a wo se okasa maintain your can.
Okay, mommy, come on, somewhere. Mr. Median say, Ayana, a binum bar, almost see my Mr. One arm, a baby, a name. Na mammy say one arm, a for dear to me. Na mammy say one arm, for a contokwa. Am I a cassette, a cassifo? Am I a cassette or more bobra? Mentias you. Madam, you who send nipa baako kwa mana ye do. se me uti hono mo na se me bebo wasum na wa mo mi bia enye ntokwada ansa ne yebeka so obi ni obi ikono na de kura wo de ye me na ye ntokwa no me so me ye obi bibi so se enipa ba ko ntimi nko ntimi nim de ye blame ni nyina ye Maame Serwaa ewom so na di ka court de ba so de court no obi nso ansoso sa ntokwa ne so a enka enye ntokwa wono de akose me kwa na be legal wife so obi nso ameka ono se ono so ye wife a enka be ye ntokwa na ko obi nso ka se me nso me de me nso menye wife nti meja ye Maame Serwaa ono kwa na ye wife a ka Maame Serwaa ono kwa betimi abegina court enti ade no omumie no nyina na akọ enti aye de no obi wo Maame Serwaa afa na obi wo obi afa mi fi se nye fair se obi beka se ena Maame Serwaa na ama fodi abontin both sides ye wo mo di atam enkyere se obi wo Maame Serwaa obi wo Maame Serwaa bi adi atam ena no so nkyere se obi a wo ye sister Odo Broni bi anso di atam enti so obi begina ha no hye da oye na ne ho se Maame Serwaa nkrofo nko a ne di atam na ye sister Odo Broni di obi ani ho odi atam a na me ntimi ase akasifo ya ye ka se Maame Serwaa nkrofo di o matam sa akasifo na bi nso no ye sister Odo Broni fo di o matam so on nipa kono on tie di a memom di matibi awo mo so di atam enti both side na ye wo mo di atam na ye wo mo ni atam enti nya Maame Serwaa nkrofo nko a ne di atam so bi o wono mo de beto wo se wo ka no wo ka se we nsa wo mu a o minim se obi a o ka sa ko no akwa ye won hye ni atabato mo ba ne platforms no edi atam ba mo di atam won kan kire mo so mo nyai won kan kire so mo nyai na kire se wo fo aso enti me wo ka se ni pa ko di atam me deny se won di atam ba me so ni Odo Broni so nkrofo pa o mo so di atam pa ahemfiefo no kura na menim meti video ne yi a obi aya wono so odi ahemfo no fo ni bi atam enti so obi begina no na Maame Serwaa na yegina ha ene wa ma namfo atete se ye ni fiasem nipa na so san kan se we obi fiasem nti so woni mi se ye obi fiasem na ma wo wanya wo blood pressure na wontimi na ana wo no wadamfo ntem atete dia ene wo na wo na nim dia wo ye nti na ma wo atimi kwotete wo ne wadamfo ntem me tu won mo na me support Maame Serwaa no mi kru support Odo Broni enso we ntimi meye me ne mi kru ntem tokwa enti wo na wan hu say ya obetimi support baby a support nenso wo keep wadamfo ana se wo keep wo busuani enti na wotumi tina ho ma we titi wo ne wadamfo no wo busuani ntem enti me blame Maame Serwaa for that so want me an hwe se de obesi ni wadamfo adi sa asem no ho komo ama so dua ba don't blame Maame no for it ana ye kasa akasifo no omudi o matam na akasifo no omudi o matam me fuaso so omudi atam ba eno so nkyere se obi ye hia ni eno de etimi di natam de o sika de etimi ni natam the first nipa na ye pani cho so ye sika ni o so ye hia ni o so wabo bro so mo bro so ye odifo so onye odifo you have to respect that person enti mayen kase na oye o yakasefo ena o mabo bra na omudi o matam minim hwe na anaye kan wo yamamre mu se obi a wabo bra de ya no ntia no ba de o mo bra de wo ye pani cho kra wo no betimi atia no enti yes Mr. Mo ye kasi yemu ye mpanfo a yemu ye mpanfo but tie this the wabo bra ne de o mo bra ne ba mu dia me feel say na so e obi fault say oni bia na enti oni bia ono de on deserve respect enti ye kan yendi mpanfo ni metiase and I don't even support so obi bedi obi atam but for you to say wabo bra chen na mo didi na tam no I feel like it's not right or your penny you respecting the period but so wabo bra na so wabo bra no ma nipa na respect na de man no any different from the ono so ye penny or to say ono na on more bra no ye mi ya Ghana for na ye mu bi no ya na menim de ye pe Maame Serwaa de be ye so wa me kasa especially abrani kunuti aso me kasa nti ni se satan yo kasa ya sapon yere de ba ya o kasa ya ne hu de siye sister ya me de be ono kra na asem menimu ya so o Canada ye friends en ya se fia asanto se ho menim na asemu ba de me kan se de nipa bebre mi tietie de nipa bebre kan se an wo gu ni kura ni mu asemu enti de pa na ye pe de he ne ye pe ye kasa ye si buei wan kasa ye si buei enti Ghana fo pa de ye pe ne de wo he me dwena ho a menti ase menim de ye pe se nipa na meka na asem ne ye pe chese de amehu ni se untimi please nipa enti de nipa no office o ye beboa no na wa ye wan kasa satem na wadi sade so be kasa enti no me fi se de na office beboa no na wo ye enti eno an ogusu a wo ye no enti de wo ye no ye hwe no ma na nye de wo ye na wa be support no wa won support no so na be support the other side no eno enti ya na obi a wo believe na wo say ko kasa wan kasa na eno enti na de support baby a wo na me so me believe ni say de ono pese wo ye no wo ye enti na ono so afi no wo kasa me so me fi say won some support na me support no na blame na da bia if he said the other side one side depend a mistake no I don't think it's say bia right kakra me so metimi aka no me damas
Nobody does it. Touch him banana.
Nobody does it. But I think no bands are not kind of a would have name mono. Said I can say Nipa back into me in Contocua. Bayana sometimes into Coba and Pennyvoo, if you want to make a born Pentocua. No, see, I catch it, Nipa be out, I didn't talk about fee. And sebi you near a course. Obi engyina baabi aso be bobi atanse bia do ka ko ye no anyi ni yana so yi but me susu se bia ne asi se o kire be obi wo me ho yanka no adura ko be ka se bia anka me fa kwa foforo bi so bia ka be bo achi de mayi eno de is up to parties na involved ni nyina se that be obi are revisiting a drawing board ni amana kwenya se concern the same thing in different way and ka do so na be repeat the omayi I don't know sebe and near Messi in the crowds and not kind of to say yeah that's sebio benefo yeah ye G Christo the Bible say infinity demand any diesel depending na ye pedi sebi the need mobia sele sefata but sebi ye ko occasion bi na se ko ceremony bi mpo etimi reserve places before ni pebi not necessarily be a omo ensa miensa anase nayo ne mu abrabom baby omo pedigree du no I was saying need be strong ko safo bit my be a spiritually the safo bit my be a or the phobi safo bit my abre we asimum amman penifobia na se bia obi e bia odi tumi bia se ne sa okura se penini bi sa and sometimes you know so be you see be obi abobra not necessarily say bia ebi ejapade nko anase bisa but abrabomu no akoye se nsatia ebi didi bi achi but respecting the should cut across abofra kra o se ni di man ba mimi susu se so bi kasa ne bi o kasa bi ni pebi seb ye ntimi nkasa entia ya hemfo se bit makasa ya hemfo ni bo krampa ye ma me no bi anyi ntiom ana bi ayi wo fa no bi anyi ntiom but ye ni di man de ni bi esel enti bisusu se bia platform bisusu bi kase bia penifo bi yen sem fata se bia di penifo bia abobra enfo ni betu akase ti omo e bia na from that angle no gina so lo de kanini enti bia me hu ni se di penyina e pedi na so e den ya e de ni di me bi no ti sa fo no so yen hwese bi krom ni di ni e be mo ma yen fa ye hu entoto se bia se bia ono ye hwan because bi hu ni se bia obi anyu bia but sebi abrabom ye po obi abobrachi obi se twase obi ni di e ma de ni bi se no and na me bi kato das
I think say di wakasa ye here because obi abobra achen obi no enti na yesa ye hwe na tambia omo abobra adromo anim no ye form anamo no ba bi omudru ya omsonti ye no yedru ha na yatimi atu ya namo ye enti ya menso me kan so no sebe ya se nipa no ebobra no dru ba bi na otimi eye anyapade be ye mienu miensa Arade bo announce witimi ye ba ko na mienu a baby odru ya wo sonti ye no odru ho a watimi a jump na wo nko ye the same mistake na wo ye no I think so wakasa ye
At the time, Zedema said he was in Yaka, say, with 2 years in our society, so if I don't say, you also notice you are blocking for chance. You see, forms will be another balance at the party, and can I say, obey ye will be not. Wafa, afraid and mobile, you are afraid that was say, what tra. However, sure, no, but sure, not out to Boba Park. So,
manimra na men rest kakra nti mi chia mu na
afraid that you're
all right nti simi wa na afraid amra yeah
afraid that out to Boba Park, the baby be area.
Pacha me cheche amo.
Ya Joshua Akosua here.
Yeah, that me jina form ha na ye sister ba ko kasa no ka bibi say ya sapon ile be kasa ye na Ghana for ya ta kene ne ade. One thing eya de bia me kasa ye nipa no eya sometimes ye mfa ye ho nhye obi shoe ne en compare ye ho. Se wonu ya be ma na yare. E na obi able ni skase o jina fa hwe wo ho. E na that moment na ho na yele be kasa me kunu court na yanji sa ska na yeso fa hwe ne ho yale enkosi dan a how will you feel me debi ameka say maame no ma anti na ho ko na nya problem o by time na the coin was wrong time okunu yare ohiamwa ana obi aba na wa ma ni ska se o je ne emfa hwe papa yare o se yanji ska ne bi ma onfa nkosi dan Into Crony health and a who here by Dana Obesia soon moon and who here. Enti a do baby near compare someone. In some my and two baby a bear Daniel found compare. Young go through a 7 year because has some buy no. A better radio station my in tea be my men starting a story in tea. And no kind of man tonight or dear my men who yaw. Some 99 for course being because papa ni yes can one ma ameka so bi antena ti wa ba aboso de mekunu nti bo amene ka bi mame o ba wo ka kosi say ya bleniska nti mo dan bi amunsi amunwie ye no ye finyi sika ne bi ma ne fa ko wie dan no why na yesa edu ba bi a one ye nyina ye ma tan yesa ye ma ade bi wo no obi ya tena se won so sesen hu se ade anipa yi asema anipa yi ken ebobla me na menu abema e no obi di bedi na mani beji aboso atena se ahwe you won't do that se time papa na nyale mpo e na wo de ne ko antena ho no ma eno ne nyina e ba be ku bia ma be ko nyina ye ma ba on twen a wokunu yare ohia skade ahwe no ho yare a obi ehu ne moba be cheni ska ana abekọ se yanji sika ne bi ma ne fa kosi dan me mo ndi aja eso obi ane na adwen but e hode me hu ne se maame no wanye ne yie and lady we dia all kan ye kan ya abeto intentan fidie so a obi a che na adwen lady no de bia me kan asem we say me be ware me kunu ma social media meji permission say social media for me sramo ma share be ma we na me wale na ma me ware no me share be ma no me de ne kwa fie kwa kire abusunya inti se mere so na me fie se me kunu na me ne te no o ya de bi na me ne nje ho a baby a kire abo na ho na yesane no the same abusunya fo na ho na mekọ se be ma na me ne te no o ya ne ya ma bi mani nye ho inti aware no me hwa a wa me inti mungu ne ma me o me ka wo social media eme kan che me che sane ukunu ahye max e wona nim ti say sa max ye ne enko ro fi ukunu ani mana no sometimes ye mba ho e ya anwoma bi a ye no ye dwen endepe ba ye dwen da ache Wo sister ye when ni ya asanto ya wo ye wo ho sei. Wadwen when say one wo ma. Aware no umpa obi ncheche o say sister tena ho na tete ne wu. Never. Kwa for the right channel because wo kwashi abema no wa mebo ya mane. Enti kone kogu na waso njo. Ba o me fan to social media no obi ametwe ne sene abasa o chena wo ma ebeko school. Wo ma na baby near pointy finger. Ebe affect nkwala no emotionally because internet doesn't forget. Uko 10 years to come, 5 years to come, akra na ekono obi akoyi is it not your mommy? Never ha akwala no. Inti aware no te ho obi nchechire o se ma metena ho na tete na wu. Ho na wo de ho ntumi a. Ukwa baby no akoto wa bla boso. Enye force. Danse obde baba to internet so say ye metwetwe ne sere ne abasa. Mimi hu ne say no. It doesn't make sense to me. Kakra men so me kana me damase.
Yo, sister Akosua Serwaa. Really, man, fact to him social media from. I'm the sister Akosua working. That's it. It's your ransom. Now, near yes, yeah, you know, I see you see him say, I'm say, Serwaa can also you know, pick it that he say. Sometimes they compare a binary stories and together and say, and na be here we are to be as well who pray whatever kind of so in Ben from so. Or if you have the right thing to do at the wrong time, it makes it wrong. Me when they say I was say a and time ye, and then finally I was saying nipa your platforms you name who said you were in private life and you were in other lifestyle be a perceiving. It be now you be a we are the four or be a public figure. But I was ultimately distinct between these two. And same one ma your kukomusem and your abontinsem. It is sebi. Say if you ain't some nurse nipa bi to be form of my worry musem but to a dream say nipa nyina anka wasema. Sometimes I just ask myself saying nipa is adia ye ma ye dream one because if you are now there who know the office what take decision na ebe boa won kwan to sa na mo but ochina oba then ye better and safa enu bi na ama sebi lumba yere no mo die ya bai sebi emu bi a high and kakra say maami fu ye involve no die ye ma ye the next still be 100 years kra o nya bi waje o ma enti so mu na wuje o ma no so stigma ben o dia tare o ma no abusuafo ye nya ye nsu nya men free ebia na da chi bi obi o platform so wa be petitu Robert Lumba but we see bibia fi Lumba bra boy na so on say bia da chi or how be ba oni yere na ku ntem relationship mo so you switch area public figure said then cry you have to try as much as possible say and you remember crime public but who bambi here no and I won't bambi who still to my fi our bounty and you be the number the yin na ye can be as a result of say obedient and fear them abetuga I mean as we try to see na this your mind it was at the pampa witness no for boy patch
Oh, di, yes, that's it. Question.
metumi akasa
Adepa Mr. Amnia, my Miss Bencrana, yeah, easy from that. Actually, Elegasa.
You,
ade pampacho metumi akasa
Bye.
me ukasa.
yo namase ansa na me kasado MSF from ho obi tro say Maudi didn't come to learn. I hope he doesn't repeat his bigotry. For the most part of today, no, Namishe, as here has say you. Those of you who are very observant, you would have noticed my incessant reactions to what was happening at the top. And whoever thought I wasn't here got it wrong. I've been here most of the time, and I'm follow in church na a course on all the reactions. I think there has been a smear campaign. This is not the first time I made it, so be say bigotry, tribal, me back, I fuel tribal sentiment, and I don't know the perspective. They have not been able to even be bigotry, me. So whoever felt I spoke against a certain tribe, at least Modeba menim na me I'm not an arrogant chap. I can easily retract whatever it was that I said if I felt that it wasn't in good taste. Until that is it. Coming to the substantive matters, and then me a lot. Na me was here na me ahemfo no. I intentionally didn't want to, but I was even in the right place because me first any a conversation corner. I wasn't going to contribute anything meaningful, even semi-frugal, so now I had to learn. So at a point in time, if you realize I was writing, say my notebook is full, the note is full, but I needed answers. I for no almost kasana, we have heard a lot about divergent opinions concerning this Lumba issue. What the forebearers have refused to guide us. No, people have refused to take responsibility for the positions of responsibility we have placed them. Utia him for now. Omoma ye theory ni na ye pese practicality people want to know onya twe omoba Lumba asem no ho pe. No musia ye dicey. Yeah, almost theory, almost explaining the beer we what preaching how does it relate to abusian penny that to pack near all na almost say a dicey. So some of us we never got any conclusive concerning what most of the things they have said, because me has say me tio mono nam pese me I have to get myself abreast say ewo asante amam ready I can say amanyemu what are the protocols, what are the procedures for removing an abusian penny. For instance, we have different types of abusian penny, as you have said. To pack type of abusian penny, what are the clear-cut ways? It may not be one. What are the ways of removing an abusian penny? That is one. If that is established, the way and manner to pack has been removed, as we have witnessed. Was that correct or not? There cannot be anything so dicey about it. Dicey. Abdipa came and asked some specific questions. Yes, some of us they were our concerns, but they were not ready for 80 micro fee say ye to minya kukudro kasai fa that the Lumba ni masewani Odo Broni asewe no. Those of us who are even non entities, we are braver than the people we have put in positions who are supposed to give us the light forward, so that obia or your mistake bia or can say be out of ignorance be say now I got it wrong, but they are not ready to take that those responsibility. I think that those are some of the reasons why we are where we are now. I've listened to several of the conversations, and fast forward, I've heard somebody trying hard to cover Lumba with a white calico cloth, as if no say there is nothing wrong. Ghana for so masuya dia bakubia is getting like sika na you are so influential. yeah, dear, people find it difficult. In Ghana, a bad person is a poor man, who is not able to ventilate his right. In Ghana, who sika, who to me ye bibia wo pe eye din se o nipa be gia tum sa de no enye. The only cover Lumba has now is his death. We don't speak ill of a dead man. That is the only canopy covering the ills that Lumba has done. Lumba bra wabebo and Numa wabebo, yes, it has nothing to do with his life. Sin is sin, irrespective of whoever you are. This is a man who has brought headache to 2 living widows. This is a man who after marrying, if you calculate the age difference between his son and a daughter, it's a matter of months. Ghana nkwade uyo hia ni na bodwaman na upema yesi usuma nye uye sikani dia yesi yes uye prema ni one guy aye Ghana nkwana usika na onimdie na that is how our politicians it is difficult for us to be able to blame our people in authority who have messed up. There are certain things about I am not in a position to judge to hold Lumba in judgment, but I can critique the life Lumba has lived and the problems
you already judge it. You already judge it. No, you already judge it. So forget that one, my bro.
That is your mind. That is you. I am saying that to criticize somebody, to judge Lumba is to say that, oh, for all the things Lumba has done, he will not go to heaven. Have I said that? No. To judge Lumba is to say that for all the things Lumba has done, he is the worst man I have not seen before. As for Lumba, dear, he will not have his kind. Or I have not condemned Lumba, but I am criticizing and I am trying to lay a certain foundation that don't cover Lumba's achievement. Don't let the songs, the achievement of Lumba eclipse his weaknesses and the things they have. Look, if Lumba was an ordinary man, if Lumba has not impressed you and wowed you with his songs and all these things, the narratives would have been so different. I have watched Auntie Ness program where a woman is complaining that the husband has fixed CCTV cameras in their bedroom, in the washroom. When they asked the woman was more or less smiling and narrating the issues. They say, what work does your husband do? Or see, or a car dealer? Or car now drive. Or see, for me, I have every right to drive any car. So I don't have a specific car. No, or say, if that man were an ordinary man, that woman would have fought him when he attempts to put a CCTV camera in front of their corridor or in their living room. The woman would have, because Ninsamu would do or kaika or tsaka no enti ade no ha mame no kra no like or kano or sre enti no those of you Lumba asem no me pamwacho oni ho. And so there is a level of respect we give to but let nobody attempt to cover Lumba with a white calico. So and same way seen no Odo Broni mfumo hot Serwaa mfumo Luba busia penny mfumo ni. If I want, yes, in my next submission.
And brother Pacho, we are not a question one Pacho.
Yes, I will. My Sadia no cry my ear to hold that blame Bonnie and Crawford, I hear what Lumba and same with me, including him, Lumba, the deceased, no. I will come and apportion it over here. Easter is the time for us to go do self-introspection and know that, yes, I have erred. It is high time we told people that in the face that you erred. Don't let nobody should attempt to cover Lumba with a white calico. I'm done.
Right. Yo, Mau, let me ask you this question. I have, I think, 2 questions or 3. But the first,
Yeah, bro.
What's the difference between
one at a time so that I can do
no, Mama Cash, Pacho, Mami Tamide Pacho.
One at a time so I can deal with you as
Mau,
such.
please, what's the difference between criticism and judgment?
When judgment and criticism, when you criticize somebody, it does not necessarily mean you have condemned the person. And when it comes to the severity, you know, when you hold somebody in judgment, of course, it's a holistic issue. When you criticize somebody, you may even be right or wrong, but based on what you have seen, what is available to you. Are you getting me? Yes.
All right.
As for judgment, if you judge somebody, it looks as if you are privy to everything. I think God is the only person who can even judge.
All right. In this case, let me ask you, based on Lubert's question, do you think, sir, at this point, which method do you need? Oh, can Lumba services here? I'm not say where we are. Are you criticizing or you are judging?
I'm criticizing Lumba.
How do you criticize a dead person?
I'm not criticizing Lumba after his death. I'm criticizing the life he has lived.
But the person has already lived their life and is no more. Why didn't you criticize whilst he was alive so that he can make corrections? You criticize to make corrections. You judge to finalize it. The person is dead. Bible said the after death judgment. There's no criticism after death. So why do you have to criticize after death?
D.
I hope you are listening to yourself.
D, are you?
I've heard that. Don't come and fight me. Let Mauli answer the question. Mauli, I'm just asking a simple question. Say, at what point do we criticize and at what point do we judge?
As far as I am concerned, there is no deadline for criticizing somebody. And I told you there are hot element of criticism. When you see, when I'm the critique I made of Lumba, I spoke about certain things. I spoke about his hot can I say
No. I just want to criticize it.
Please, can I ask more?
Yes.
Please, which side of Aigbe do you come from?
I don't intend to let you know.
Why? I want to ask you a question. That is why.
I have the right to. For instance, there are certain questions I can't ask you. So, which side of, even for security reasons, why should I?
Exactly. Which security reason?
Yes. If I'm a question and you are, say, would know yeah, but it's based on the science. Let me just ask my last question then. Please, what that room? Say, one ma, who say, that Lumba. You are even writing things about but I want to be clear from what you have said. You criticize you be and money making corrections. Is that it?
Not necessarily so.
Why do you criticize?
Yes,
but
so that
in a nutshell, you criticize somebody to make the person make an informed decision about what he's doing, say whether he's doing is wrong or right.
No,
is that not
a big no. A big no. I'm criticizing Lumba now so that you a young man who is ready to marry or who is already in marriage will know how to go about your things. And we are shaping opinion. I am telling you that drama, you need drama konkron bia ewo ho. Ohia nipa one type eye masem esisa ema fa ema ti boom ni year. It is the same sani ebe criticizing no is the same as obi a wa born juma ya sa ayeye de. If a palm wine tapper goes to rape somebody, it is the same as what a rich man. If somebody is a pedophile and the person is poor, it's the same as a rich man who is a pedophile. If somebody you kind say a koshia oba na wadada oba no young age oni oba na wo 6 one worry Obano right now. Obano is finding it difficult to even prove her marriage. It is the same as what
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't you ever say that again. Don't you ever say that
You are not making any point.
Let the questions come one at a time. Who is on floor?
I'm saying the way you answer the question, you are answering the question based on maybe I said the open, but I think say for brighter and the youth amount for I think say criticisms are always welcome when person is making a life test. Maybe obi ya di bi na susu te bi ade no ye no. Yes, you do trust am. Onim se na chia. Then you correct the person while the person is moving on. But me who says will be free more. Obi free mo no tin ebusia for my akwanya say wo ya mamrem no obi wo ye nka na kirasem oti ase no na ka wo right bi ase service office wo ma wuli oginai ana ma wo oginai wo free say wo the right position to criticize Lumba oti ase na se ka show but every indication say do ye nye but too many people now ka wo ye hypocrite meaning say oti ase no show be no allow me my point.
Just one point.
Nipani na wunya kwenya bigina platform so now what can say the said Lumba did not live for you to know all this lifestyle there. Then you are trying to be hypocrite. You criticize somebody for the person to ebi ani pankra wo kana as na wo kan honsem fam ebi a bit match was say there wo ti ni there wo kan enye sanity. Then you know say be the wo crowd it was wrong information. But nipani now so criticizing be with you. I don't get you. That's my point. Thank you.
Okay. Even Kwame Nkrumah wewu
Now can I ask you
Ghana for still your castle wanya adie.
Can I ask you
Kwame Nkrumah wu kura ansa na Dali Lumba be wu ye but still it me kan Kwame Nkrumah sem so tema moto we die waye ni yi papa Kwame Nkrumah die the greatest leader. Kwame Nkrumah there.
This matter got nothing to do with
you can't criticize the life he lived. Nobody is criticizing Lumba's death.
Mama Cash and I am next person to ask question.
Yes, one logo line, mommy.
One logo, so maybe some say,
line. Yeah.
Who I be no free no party be no free. Voter region no free no free side be maybe some.
Okay, me free have a toy ye me Hohoe. I was born and bred at Hohoe and I've lived most of my life.
Oh yeah. Obenu brani warm fianke. I pity for you. I pity for you to disgrace we all I be in this platform. Because if you are a person and you stand in this platform speaking like this, you are shameful. I'm not abusing you, but I want to direct you. Because we are Igbe people, everybody know we don't reject two wives in our house. In our family, we don't reject two wives. Every Anwa people, they can marry as they can't. You say 2 wives. Person be himself. You know why he married 2 wives. It's not, Lumba doesn't come to you to help him with money to look after him children.
Lumba
doesn't come to you to help you to look after him 2 wives. You see, I criticism. Criticism for what? Criticism for what? Tell me. Yeah, me see. Se uye or bemba wa wari oba.
So question and contribution. Me person me first question.
Obi ti se mo fe mo ye wu kunu a.
O man is having so I don't know kasa.
Okotna TikToker pie kwa bonti. Yesa wu pie. Kokihye bebia ne ma fe mo we wo ase wu kunu. No tie de no kan nyina no fa wa adwene. No fa adwene ewom. Lumba time no tiasie no wawari first wife no san who say me wari second no ni problem no wo ebia etidi ebi no komu your bad no side there ha no eso onye de okofa oba mienu no kofa oba mienu a problem be no boni be no ye boni be no ye say ye wu mo pamo ye wo aigbe efo na yade eda dem no biba ebebre efie no asa no de konit ene odi subo be bonu so onye yere time no hwe no de want to me babonte say onye yere won free brother yare fo ni chei time no kwa hu kiremu ni bobo akropo ntumi lese unkasa won free ni hu mi ambe hwe mi bra want to me nka ene babontis so onye yere ni hu kire no wanware no after so wanware no kurapo obebua mo ayebi ahwe mu nuama o ahwe mu bra ma o de na modi beda na sede uye ma owo aigbeni pa na o kasem o ye mi di hu ya o mi di hu ya o papa ya igbe fo krapo da ka 2 wife o ye nchiri free have ne chito ye tibeni ye nyira ye baku unchire mi so mi chire mi nim se ye kocha no tie e ba mi se wo no obegira platform we so e kasem we lumba wa yese tan ne lumba tiasie mu so wa ade na mami no amba bonti sa time no enye radio so kwa no mu kasem o aka internet bae busia fie ni ho busia fie oni ho ene ye de ye kunu abegira po internet so ni ya mu dina na pa ye refi se ye ba mu ho no kwase no be kwa koka wo so obiso de ose enye hia fo onya isika fo kwa na omo didi atemu ya ohia ni be ne obi platform we asem we esi ye no ohia ni be na omo di betu omo che edidi omo atem enye sika fo kwa enye di no omo di ye kwa ohia ni te se mi busu ye ni be na omo di betu omo platform so edidi na atem da because mi hia fo de omo nya mfaso efri omo ho Wejra lumba ye boni unim lumba aka obenim ni lifestyle sa nipa subai ne womuno aka obenunu aka obenim na aka umejra platform yi so eka mi di ho ya papa mi du ho ya sabi ye nuaba mi nuaba bi ko wadewa mi di prebe pamu o mi fie mbeka so unye bemba no mo ware ebia krapa u ba platform we u roti u girlfriend krapa Britain mudi asie na mbeka wa ubidie na mo di tai ti edi chitri mu kun makasa because me bufo na me kokasa
poor response be waiting after.
Oh, me sani me kurumni no me tumi say we di ade no we di me ho ya me tumi say or the yes lumba sem no one say me I say ya mama no kasa no wa kasa ni yaw. The woman is virtually speaking in pain, but most of nsem na okano me they are not me ba ha anyumre no. I didn't come to talk about I didn't na lumba worry too o person worry for. There are ways of going about it, ain't you know. Me nimnya me kan ya o fi say yes baby ono say ono so free no che say ye ben pa na mi sister no onim eve for ya mamre pa ono abegia tum say no ma bebre aye ka o platform no say no ono onim how we go about them. I don't want anybody to take some of these things personal. Whatever she has said is a personal opinion, so I take it in good faith. No problem.
Okay, Mau, what are some of the things that criticizing Mama Cash? It's because of Mama Cash. Say, I win you know, and also one casa. What are some of the things you criticize so that you be specific to it? Can you explain to her?
Me say. Lumba, nobody should cover him with a white calico cloth. I came to critique because me was here on na me te say obi ka say lumba de no ho fin chem no problem. Me submission no was based on the fact say me observation say obi bebo bra yesi olumba bob bra or wosika waye yinti no oye mfumsu obi kra ya fa no say yi na me draw your attention say obra wa bebo ewo wiase has got nothing to do with bonia waye and I was highlighting
na me pesa say boni no ye die
Ebusha ensam no ene ekotie no won so wagenkyere eye wo sen. Drop it to comment section wo. Drop it to comment section wo e fama me. Adame ba no me ba be kenkan no baako edi amount. Media ne jobless ahe kasapa media. On subscribe ya message subscribe e fama me. Any update bia be ba fa sanse me hu bia. Me de be ba be som makrama.
You are watching Kasapa Media.